December 28, 2018, a company called BG Team 10 Studios was made. Their main focus was making entertaining content that would be different from all other current and rising teams in Blockman Go. On the same day, they created their mascot, a player that would be making the videos. They wanted their creation to stand out from all others. The team came up with two names, RocketPup Go and RocketPuppy. They decided to make his name RocketPuppy and the channel name RocketPup Go. These early stages they were learning about how he worked. RocketPuppy didn't have a consciousness, so the team had to input scripts, ideas, and a voice into his system. The team knew that it would take a while before they started publishing entertaining content, so they were willing to spend the next few months to years seeing what works best. April 21st, 2019, RocketPuppy's first video went public. The video had no editing, no explanations of who he was, and nowhere near of being entertaining, but it was a good start. The company kept him for a few months until they decided that it was time for an upgrade. So on May 30th, 2019, after RocketPuppy made his fourth video, they made a new RocketPuppy that knew how to edit, think of video ideas on his own, and most of all, had his own consciousness. This character was named RocketPuppy C2, making the first RocketPuppy C1. From now on, they would call them clones. RocketPuppy C2 was now the one coming up with video ideas. The company saw a huge improvement in the second clone and decided to make a machine, an upgrade machine that would make him better at making videos. They spent the next few months making the machine. The company now ran into a problem. Due to the channel not generating enough views, they were not making as much money, so they decided to put a power limiter on the whole building to save money. But on October 23, 2019, everything changed. The second clone was called into the upgrade room while he was uploading his soon-to-be last video. The upgrade machine needed a lot of power to run, so the company had to carefully calculate how much power was needed for the upgrade machine to work. So they made the calculations and put the clone into the upgrade machine. Everything was going fine until the machine started malfunctioning. The machine wasn't given enough power. The company thought they got the calculations correct, but they didn't realize that RocketPuppy's imagination was always growing. He was always coming up with ideas, requiring the machine to need more power to operate. The lack of power caused the machine to start glitching. It was spreading everywhere into the company servers. After the machine was shut off, the clone was no longer recognizable. His whole body was covered in static. The company saw him as dangerous and unusable, so they made the choice to send him into the void. The clone was now outside the building walls and couldn't get back in. The company needed an excuse for why they had to stop uploading, since the channel was about RocketPuppy and not BG Team 10 Studios. So they came up with the excuse that the Blockman Go account was hacked, forcing them to go quiet for months to fix the upgrade machine. 10 months later, it's August 23, 2020, the company fixed the upgrade machine, but they were still missing RocketPuppy. The company didn't want to use the first clone since he is outdated and required more money to run and operate. So the company ended up making a third clone. With the small amount of money they had to make him a skin that would stand out, they successfully created RocketPuppy C3, also giving him a consciousness. The upgrade process was successful this time. The clone was about to leave the upgrade room until he heard knocking on the walls. He didn't know that it was actually RocketPuppy C2 crying for help. But the third clone just left, leaving the second clone there in the endless void. RocketPuppy C2 was filled with rage and swore to get revenge on RocketPuppy. On the same day the third clone was created, he had uploaded his first video, explaining the false reason why the channel went quiet for months. with the second clone watching from the dark, filled with rage. It wasn't until then that the company realized that there were still glitches in the company servers, so they cleaned it up after. September 27, 2020, the second clone was just watching him do what he was supposed to do. When the video was being uploaded, he couldn't take it anymore, filled with rage. He let out a powerful glitch that caused his video to black out for a few seconds. Then he saw what he could do. So after every video the clone uploaded, he tried again and again. He was about to give up. Until August 15, 2021, he tried one more time. With him being successful and causing his video to black out for a split second, he noticed that doing this took a lot out of him, so he decided to stay quiet, watching from the dark. December 30th, 2022, the third clone was uploading the 100th video of the channel. Around the same time, Ali was created. The second clone, seeing this, was filled with rage, letting out another glitch, but he didn't cause another blackout like he expected. Static appeared this time instead of a black screen. Seeing his power increase, he decided to keep increasing it. January 2023, he messed with a couple YouTube shorts, with there being glitches instead of static or a blackout. With his power increasing even more, he stayed quiet, waiting for the perfect time to strike again. February 2023, the company wanted to make something unique, a type of content that wasn't seen in the Blockman Go community. They came up with the idea of RP adventures, funny videos with violence that included RocketPuppy and his old friends Kat, Master, Sean, Frank and RPK. The company spent the next few weeks building sets and writing scripts. They were going to make a few videos in April as a prototype to see if they should continue, but everything changed on April 4th, 2023. It was 7 p.m. Most of the team went home already. RocketPuppy and a few staff were finishing up some stuff for the day. The second clone now had enough power to exit the void and return back to reality. He wanted to see what he could mess with before going back. He could have went for the cameras, he could have went for the company servers, but no. He went for the one that left him when he was begging for help. Both the second and third clone had corrupted parts from the upgrade machine. When it still contained glitches, the second clone was able to transport part of himself into the third clone. Since both their consciousness were corrupted, he would have not been able to do this with any other clone or living person. That's where the second clone started messing with his components, causing undeniable pain, only to the point where it wouldn't harm his components to not be possibly found out. But in doing so, it caused a chain reaction, causing RocketPuppy's components to ignite and explode, destroying both the studio and the prototype city. But RocketPuppy was made into an absolute retard that could defy the laws of physics. He was left unharmed. But when the second clone left the third clone's body, part of his corrupted self stayed inside the second clone's consciousness, unaware of this. The company had an emergency meeting an hour later at a backup building far from the original studio. They checked on RocketPuppy to see if he was fine and to discuss what to do next. This never happened before and only happened during this type of videos. They wanted to stop doing RP adventures for everyone's safety, but the leader of the company saw that it was the best thing they made yet. Then they agreed on making a scene where Rocket launched a missile at the prototype city and blacked out what actually happened. With that, they now had an excuse to build a bigger and better city, so they spent months working on something that would be the main attraction of the channel. And the second clone decided to stay quiet until the perfect moment to strike again. On August 12, 2023, he had enough of being forgotten, so he left a message in the next two videos, warning the viewers about his return. After that, he stayed quiet for almost 2 years, watching silently from the darkness. 2025, he decided to strike again. He started glitching every video RocketPuppy created. June 30th, 2025, He went into the BG Team 10 headquarters to destroy everything, but while he was doing so, he notices something odd on one of the company computers. His glitches that were meant to tamper with the company headquarters ended up erasing some of the company file names that spelled out something, Zorix. From that day, he changed his name. He was no longer called RocketPuppy, he was now called Zorix. Someone at the BG. July 11th, 2025, Zorix took over a video explaining that he was coming back soon after all those years of waiting. He kept on destroying everything, targeting things RocketPuppy made. But on September 2nd, 2025, he came back and met with RocketPuppy face to face for the actual first time. Without saying a word, he banished RocketPuppy and his friends to another reality pocket as payback for not helping him when he needed him most. The city had to evacuate, but nowhere was safe. The whole BG Team 10 universe was under attack by a universal threat. Every other reality pocket was on high alert. 2 months has gone by with no sign of Rocket and his friends, but the reality pocket the six got sent to was about Rocket's movies. Time went by faster there. When only a day went by there, almost 2 months has passed in Rocket's reality pocket. But Rocket and his friends were sent to a reality pocket with one of the missing amethyst gems. They used that to power a portal to make it back home. When they made it back, Zorix was already there waiting for them. After Zorix explained his backstory, the fight started. Rocket and his team were badly injured, but Rocket knew how to defeat him. During Zorix's backstory, when the upgrade machine malfunctioned, it started glitching. Due to the machine not having enough power to run, this caused glitches to spread into the company servers. Rocket looked at Zorix's last video and his first video. Both videos were corrupted. Meaning the machine still had glitches when Rocket was going through his upgrade process, meaning that both have corrupted parts. And Zorix was only able to transport part of himself into RocketPuppy because they both had the right requirements to combine. Both their consciousness were glitched. Rocket went back to the battleground to see his friends badly injured. It was over for Rocket, but RocketPuppy shot himself in the consciousness part, killing him instantly, causing Zorix to explode and die. Important energy parts of Zorix were still in Rocket's consciousness when he left his body. So if Rocket died, he would also die, since something that keeps him alive was destroyed, connecting both the clones. But Rocket can defy the laws of physics for being a complete dumbass and came back to life, now corrupted. The explosion caused Zorix's glitches to spread everywhere, which contaminated RocketPuppy since he was only a few blocks away from him. The city was completely destroyed, but the threat was now gone, leaving RocketPuppy and the company unsure of what to do next.